tell me your infinite wisdom on women
Women.
on the first date.
Yeah, there was a book written, Men Are From Mars, or Women Are From Venus. And it's true. We are two different species. It's very difficult to understand each other because we have different ways of thinking. If you ask a man who's been married for 50 years, he will tell you the best way to stay married for 50 years is to always agree with your wife. There's a wise saying that says, if mama ain't happy, nobody's happy. If mama's happy, everybody's happy. And that's part of it. You're not going to understand fully the way a woman thinks because she's emotional and men are not. If you as a guy go out and ask 100 women that you don't know, and the first thing you say is, let's have sex, you may be lucky to have one woman say yes out of 100 women. Maybe. But if a girl, a good-looking young lady, goes out and asks 100 men, let's have sex right now, she's going to get 99 yeses. That's basically the difference between men and women. There you have it. And if it wasn't for a lot of things, I mean, there's a lot of things in there that depend. Now, that's not to say that men don't like to have relationships. Sure we do. We'd like to have relationships. I've been married a long time, 19 years. We just had our 19th anniversary. I love my wife dearly. There's no doubt. But at 54, do you ever think about having sex? You bet your ass. Does a woman at 50 think about having sex as much? No. Men think about sex every 20 seconds. Does it stop when they get older? Nope. No, it doesn't. That's why men look. You hear the issue about men in middle age that get divorced and then they go trade their wife in for a young woman and all this other stuff. What is that all about? Well, it's all about attention, and it's all about a man trying to feel younger, and it's all about, a lot of it's about sex because he wasn't getting it at home. But women want that emotional connection. It's hard to completely understand them. It's hard to understand them. And it's hard for them to understand this. That's why they ask you, what are you thinking? Well, I'm either thinking about sex, I'm thinking about drinking, or I'm thinking about sports, or I'm thinking about work. Pick one. I'm not trying to save the world. I'm not thinking about anything else. Any dramatic issues. It's all very simplistic. But women keep trying to make us complex creatures, and we're not. Men are not complex. Women are. Women are complex. That's really the difference. And women have trouble understanding that men are that simple, and men don't understand the complexity of women. They don't understand their emotions. We have no way of understanding. It's like, well, as an engineer, it's completely foreign to me how somebody can really enjoy the difference between colors and selecting different colors for rooms or whatever. I don't understand that. I don't understand what that's all about. It's completely foreign to me, just like women. So the best way to get along is to go along, and that's all you can say about it. Is you try to go along with the emotions and give them a lot of space. But they're never going to quite understand that you're not as complex as they are. We have these simple needs. It's the same as you wake up in the morning, you got a full bladder, you got to go to the bathroom. Well, for men, you wake up in the morning, you got to have sex. That's what's going on with men. And women don't understand that. It's a biological urge. Women don't really understand that. Women say they like sex, but it comes down to that same analogy or that same anecdote that I gave you at the beginning, is that says, if a man goes out and asks 100 women, unknown to him, let's have sex, they'll say no. But if a woman goes out and asks 100 single men, let's have sex right now, 99 out of the 100 would say yes. And that's where the difference comes in. And the women don't really understand that. And the men don't understand why they don't understand that. Women get all dressed up. Are they dressing all of their nice clothes and everything else? I mean, for a man, you want to make me happy? Show up my door naked with a six-pack of beer. We're happy. We're happy. In high heels. I'm thrilled. Okay? I don't need all of the, the pretty clothes. Just show up my door naked with a six-pack of beer. I'm tickled to death. Okay? That's where the men go. But for a woman, it's not so simple. It's a lot more complicated. So men, you ask a man who's been married for 60 years, and you ask him, what's the secret to being married for 60 years? And most of them will say, do nothing but agree with your wife. And as long as you agree with your wife, you'll stay married for 60 years. That probably oversimplifies the issues, but it's probably more true than false. And if you give your wife a lot of latitude in her emotions, that's great. You're going to make her happier. But there's going to be times when you're not going to understand why she's not happy, why she's not happy. And why do things bother her more? Well, because women are emotional, and men are not as emotional as women. I don't know, what else can I say? Do you have any questions about that? Send them in.